Yeah, there's one more story I want to talk about. Just because when you like, did you hold on? Did you even finish that story, or did we just get sidetracked? Then just the pain of doing that. Okay, yeah. So when you like brought up dabs, it made me think of this. I think it was probably either the first or second time ever doing dabs. I just want to say, as a side note, too, like, we're not like, yes, if weed is legal or whatever, that's fine, but we're not like saying, like, go do these things. Like, we're just saying our experiences, and, like, if we ever say the apartments, this is what we're talking about, is basically like, not too far from us, there was these apartments that this dude, I won't say his name. Just call him fucking Bob. This dude Bob, he he owned his own apartment, and he was probably like what, like a year or two older than us. Yeah, two people. Bob and Joe. They both own. We'll just think of it as we go. Okay, so Bob and Bill. How about that? Bob Bob and Bill. They own these apartments, and you would say they're probably like a year or two older than us. Like they weren't. I know. I think they. Yeah. So they graduated, like a year before us, right? Or did when did Aiden graduate? 2017, right? Yeah. So they own these apartments, and they like no like disrespect to them or anything, but they gotta be the two dirtiest mother effers I've ever met, right? And so they own these apartments, and like you can't really blame them. Like if I was that and I had an apartment, like yeah, I'd have friends over all the time. Like, but they took it up a notch, which they probably knew everyone, but there'd be constant people there, like where if you say you're gonna bring enough for me and you to smoke, like it doesn't matter. Everyone's hitting that shit. Like you look like the bad guy if you're like, nah, I just want to hit this myself. That's how I felt at least. And so every time we bring up the apartments, which a lot of the stuff that I want to talk about happened there, or stuff that we've done happened because we went there, at least for me. So that's what I mean whenever we talk about the apartments. So this time at the apartments, um, I think it was. I'm not sure if you were there. I think you had to have been there, but I don't quite remember that well. I just remember this exact moment. There was probably like 10 people maybe sitting in a circle and like just passing a joint around, a blunt. I'm pretty sure backwood might have been going as well, or all passing this around. And I'm like really high from all this, but not too high. And then they're like, let's take some dabs as well. I'm like, okay, like fuck it. And so I'm sitting, I'm gonna try and paint the picture. I'm sitting, there's a TV, and I'm pretty sure I'm sitting on the right of it. I know Aiden was there, and he was like on the left of the TV. And then there's um, another guy sitting to the right of Aiden. There's a couch. I think there's four people sitting on the couch, and then another person sitting to my right. So it's a circle. And I remember like a, the dab went around. I hit it once, took a dab, was feeling fine, and then I don't know if it was the first or the second time, It might have been the first, but I just remember sitting there and there's like a couple blunts going around, a joint's going around, a fat ass joint, like where a joint's going around, and so I take the first dab and I'm like gone. I'm pretty sure one of our friends, let's see if I can like say his name that's close to it without really saying his name. Let's just call him Broger, okay? Broger, he takes a dab and he immediately runs to the bathroom like he's throwing up from it. And I'm like, whoa, like is that what's gonna happen to me? Like, am I gonna throw up? I hit the dab, and I'm like spinning for real. Like I was like really high but spinning, and I didn't really feel like I was gonna throw up, but I was just blasted. And they're passing around like joints, blunts, all this stuff, and it comes to me, and I'm like, I hit it, and then I just instantly passed it. Like I didn't do a puff puff pass or 3 hits or whatever. Like I just instantly passed it. And then another dab comes around. I hit that, and Aiden's like, "Yo, let's play Mortal Kombat." Dude, I don't know whether it was like everything moving so quickly or just everything on the screen happening. I was like, I cannot do this. Like, I'm spinning right now looking at this. And then just, I guess, I don't think I finished the rotation. I'm pretty sure I just passed it every time something came to me. But there was a lot of times, too, where, like, I would hit it a few times, pass it, and by the time it came back to me, it was roach size. Like, so I'm like, it is what it is. Like, if I just pass it, it's whatever. Like, it doesn't matter really. But that time is when I was like, yo, like this is too much. Like I cannot play the game and smoke right now because I'm spinning right now. Like that was not a good time, and like I really, oh fudge. Okay, I almost fell to my death. But um, like I wish there was more I could say, but I truly just do not remember. Like after the spinning feeling and Broger came back from the bathroom, I have no idea what happened.